Hello, Karen. Hmm. Hi, how are you? Can you listen to me?
Hello, teacher. Good evening. I'm
Hey,
fine. Thank you.
great.
And you?
How, I'm fine too, thanks. Okay. Um, First of all, thanks for getting connected to this call. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is interesting. It's going to be about an article which is about complaining. Okay, we're going to talk about things related to some services, to restaurants, and something like that. Okay, before we get started, we're gonna start this reading. We're gonna analyze and try to answer these questions. Um, okay, for example, this the first one. In your country, if people have a problem with something they have bought or with the services in a store or restaurant, do they usually complain? If not, why not? What do you say?
Uh, the word complain is when you don't want to say something about if the if the service or the product is not okay.
Uh-huh. Complain, queja, right? Queja, quejarse.
Um,
That's the word. Yes. But what
um,
do you say?
eh, um, yes, well, in Bolivia, yes, I think people are.
Yeah, also depending on each city, right? Probably in all Bolivia,
Yes,
some
it
countries, in
depends.
some places, not really, and others.
Yes, but I think that in every
City.
yes, in every city, everyone when something that they bought, it is I don't know, with some how can I say, uh, no, with some problem they complain.
Yes, something is not, they're not,
Working good, or
yeah, probably we can say when they're not comfortable about some products or about some
okay.
services, of course they complain, right?
Yes.
Okay, but now we're gonna read about a person who's considered the king of complainers. Yes. Yeah. Which of these adjectives or any others would you use to describe Clip? Clip is a person, by the way, it's a name. I don't know, the king of complainers. Clip Sietman is his name.
Okay.
Yeah, but first of all, you will read. Okay, admirable, cheap, crazy, eccentric, obsessive, smart. I don't know. But let's read these
Okay.
terms.
Okay. The king, it's king or king, right?
King, yes, the
King
king.
of complainers. Cliff Sietman loves complaining, but not shooting in hotel lobbies or angrily telling a salesperson to call the manager or making a waitress cry. He loves complaining properly and writing. Over the last 20 years, he has written over a 500
5,000.
500,000 letters of complaint. His success include refunded vacations, countless free meals, and complimentary uh, theater tickets. So how has the achieved this? Screaming and shouting is a complete waste of time, and it usually directed at the person who is not in a position to do anything. He says, I like to write a polite letter to the company. People won't want to help you if you are aggressive. They respond much better to good manners. Okay. Uh, it, it, it all started many years ago on a boring train trip home to West London. The train passed by a cookie factory, and the sale of the cookies made a Cliff feel hungry. No, yes, hungry. He wrote a letter to the managing director to complain in a humorous way about the fumes,
Yes, the fumes.
fumes coming through the train window. The result, some free package of cookies, but since then there have been more serious victories as well. On one occasion, he managed to get a Volkswagen Golf GTE within 24 hours for a friend who had been complaining for almost a year without any success, but about his faulty vehicle. On another occasion, he got a travel agent to refund the cost of the vacation after Cleaver's wife, Bettina, is the name of the wife.
Hmm?
He broke her leg when he split in a puddle, puddle, puddle
Yes,
of
paddle.
water. You can repeat the word, teacher, please?
Yes, paddle.
Of water in their vacation apartment in Spain. Uh, this these days there is almost nothing he can complain about after Cliff was served moldy strawberries on a British Airways flight. He used a courier service to send the fruit to the airline's chief executive to compensate VA invited his daughters, Nina and Zoe, to her role to personally inspect the airlines catering facilitate. It just can't be bad service, says Cliff. We have a right to good service and should expect it and demand it. In fact, what irritates me more than anything is that, unlike Americans, we British are hopeless and complaining. So how do Benita, his wife, and others, Nina, 22 years, sorry, 18 and 12 years old, Son Yoku, with living with one of the world's biggest complainer. Uh, Certainly, he must be a nightmare to live with. Has he ever asked Benita to explain why a meal she made is badly cooked? Oh, no, of course not, says Cliff. It seems there are some things even he knows you should never complain about.
Okay. So, yeah, there were some interesting words about, for example, refunded. Refunded is like when you get back some money. Okay. Um, Refunded also is like devolution, right? When you get some money for free. Paddle is like something, paddle of water, paddle of clay, puede ser barro, ¿no? Un charco. Eh, Cope with is deal with, lidiar con, right? Cope with.
This is a phrasal verb.
Yes, cope with. Usually we say, and 12-year-old Son Joe cope with living one of the world's biggest
Okay.
complainer. Yes. Okay, so there are some questions. By the way, especially some TOEFL test takers used to recommend that, first of all, it's much better to read the questions, but we didn't do that. Yeah, okay, but what about this? What, sorry, which of these adjectives would you use to describe Clive?
Oh, I need to choose only one.
No, if you want, you can choose more than one.
Well, maybe smart.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, something that is smart.
Smart. Okay. Um, and what does Clip think is the best way to complain? What did he get as a result of complaining about?
Mm, in this case, also I need to choose one.
Yeah, in that case, yes.
What, what's the meaning of faulty? Faulty? Number two, a friend's faulty car.
Yeah, it's like his friend's car, right? Yeah, when it's not working properly,
Okay.
like imperfecto.
Okay. Uh,
What did he get?
mm, Oof. I number four.
Okay, some old strawberries.
I know.
What did he get as a result of complaining about? Hmm. Yeah, he got something right as after complaining. It was according to the reading, his wife fall during a vacation. Not really. The smell of cookies. I think it's the smell of cookies, right?
Mm,
It was the first complaint that he did. Okay, where's the this one? Some packages of free cookies. He got some packages of cookies, right?
mhm. But I don't understand the answers of the questions because
Uh,
I don't know. Well, I think that what he obtained of
mhm,
complaint, but
because of complaining, right?
yes. So, for example, I don't know if he complained his wife fouled during our vacations.
Yeah, I think there's no information about that here, right?
Yes, but uh, well, the question is that what he obtained uh, after he complained about something.
Mm-hmm.
So also, then I don't understand the answers. Which is the answer in this case?
The smell of cookies. Okay, because of this, I showed you, I think.
Yes,
Some,
it's when he smell of the cookies make Cliff feel hungry. Hungry.
yeah. So yes, he didn't get angry, but he wrote a letter on the meaning of director company. For example, about the fumes coming through the train window, right? The result, some free packages of cookies. Hmm. Yeah, over here. Yeah, much better is to answer the smell of cookies, right? Because it talks about the cookie.
Okay, okay.
How about the next one? Okay, the smell of cookies, a friend's faulty car. No, there were some different also answers about that. For each one, the smell of cookies was he got some result about that. He
It's a
wrote a
quality
letter.
show.
Yeah, but what about? I don't know. These are different the tips. The idea was only to read this. For example, a friend's faulty car is the other one.
Okay. He obtained a new car. Well,
Mhm. For
for his
example,
friend.
this is managed to be more serious. A big okay. Managed to get a Volkswagen Golf GTI within 24 hours for a friend who had been complaining for almost a year.
Yes.
He got a vehicle, right? And how about the next one? His wife fall during a vacation. That's the other one.
Yes, is they obtain uh, uh, when they get back your money, maybe.
A money refund.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
No.
her, his daughter, right? It was about a catering facilities, for example. Nina and Joe also. It's the his daughter and his son.
Yes. But it's I
Daughters,
think
right?
that it this other because it's about a fly that
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have.
yeah. They get
Yeah, in this case, talk about these strawberries with
yeah, with
moody.
some fumes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
So with his wife, I think that is other thing.
yeah, the other one, yes. I know,
Mhm.
sorry.
This is what
So
with number four is what you was
what
saying.
yeah, he got some inspection personally, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
we
then
about
his daughter obtained some type of catering.
yes, catering facilities.
Yes,
They're learning catering facilities. And how about his wife fall during a vacation?
and this is in the is
Bettina, right?
but is in the other paragraph
Mm-hmm.
before the strawberries.
Yeah, I think it's over here. Where is that?
Yes,
Cliff's
after
wife,
the
right?
wagon. Yes.
Broke her leg when she slipped in a puddle of water in the vacation apartment in Spain.
Mhm.
He got money. He got some money, right? Travel agent refund
Yes. Yes.
all the cost of the vacation.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that was basically okay. Well, this was a reading about the King of Complainers. So that's it for today. But let me, sorry, send this.
Okay. Strawberry.
Yeah, the survey. Tomorrow we're gonna get together in class.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, teacher.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Karen, for being in the call. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Good night, teacher. And hi, Michaela. And bye.
Bye bye. Hello, Michaela. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Uh,
Sorry, I had to work late again. Right now I am waiting for the bus to go into my home. Can you hear me? I don't know.
yes, yes, yes. I can hear you. I can hear you. No worries. Are you in the street?
Yeah, I am in the street waiting for my bus.
Okay, okay. But let's do something. Let's.
Maybe we can try with activity. I am trying to answer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. First of all, I'm going to explain you a little bit. For example, in your country, if people have a problem with something, they bought, they buy something. It can be a
Uh,
service in a store. Sorry.
I have to read. Sorry.
Yes, yes, you will read.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, but first of all, the question is, question was if people complains about something in when they buy something, I don't know, let's say when they go to buy or when they get a service from a store or restaurant, do they usually complain? Complain means quejarse.
Oh, okay, okay.
Do they usually complain? What do you say in Bolivia?
In Bolivia, it depends. Maybe with the food, or maybe with the technology.
About the technology,
Technology.
okay.
Yes, yes. It depends. I think maybe with the kind of food,
Mhm. Yeah,
uh,
okay. Now, you will read the article, please. And you, after reading the article, you have to take some of these adjectives to, okay, to, to talk about, I don't know, you can use to describe Clip. Clip is this guy's name, Clip Sietman.
okay.
Okay, let's read, please. I don't know if you can.
Okay, Quick Sherman loves complaining but not shooting in hotel lobbies, or angrily telling a salesperson to call the manager, or making a white describe. He loves complaining properly and with over the last 20 years, he has written over 5,000 letters of complaint. His success, his successes, his success include
Mhm.
routine, occasion, uh, complex minutes, and complementary teacher tickets. Um, so how sorry how has he achievement this? Screaming and shouting is a complex waste of time and is usually directed at a person who is not in a position to do anything he says. I like to write a polite letter to the company. People won't want to hurt you if you are aggressive. They respond much better to good manners. It all started many years ago on a boring train trip home to West London. The train passed by a cookie factory and the smell of the cookies made the ride feel hungry. He wrote a letter to the managing director to complain in a humorous way.
In a
Uh,
humorous way.
Humorous way about the fumes coming through the train windows. The result, some free packets of cookies. But since then, there have been more serious victories as well. One another occasion, he got a travel agent to refund the cost of a vacation after Cliff's wife Bettina broke her leg when she slipped in a puddle of water in their
Water.
vacation
Yes.
apartment. Water in their vacation apartment in Spain. This day, there is almost nothing he won't complain about. After Cliff was served moldy strawberry on a British Airways flight, he used a courier service to send the fruit to the airline's chief executive. To compensate, BA invited his daughter Nina and Zoe to help them personally inspect the airline's catering facilities. I just can't do bad service, says Lee. We have a right to good service. Oh, sorry. We have a right to good service and should respect it and demand it. In fact, what irritates me more than anything is that, unlike Americans, we British are hopeless at complaining. So how do Bettina, his wife, and daughters Nina, 22, Zoe, 88, no,
18. 18, right?
18, sorry, I forgot um, 12 years old son Joe cope with living with one of the world's biggest complaints. Surely he must be a nightmare to live with. Has he ever asked Bettina to explain why a meal she made is badly cooked? Oh no, of course not, said Cliff. It seems there are some things even he knows you should never complain about.
Okay, so there are some words over here that we can check it out. But these are some questions. What does Cliff think is the best way to complain?
A polite kind of compliment.
Yes, in a polite way, right? What did he get as a result of complaining about the smell of cookies?
Uh,
Because the
uh,
cookies were smelly, right? What did he get? Did he get some
uh,
money? What do you see? What do you
some
see?
some bags of cookies.
Yes, some packs of free cookies, right?
Free cookies, yes.
And what did he get complaining about a friend's faulty car? Faulty means that the car is not in a good condition.
Yes. Oh, the car. I don't remember.
But maybe we can check it out about that over here. For example, one occasion managed to get a Volkswagen like within 24 hours for his friend, right?
Like I don't know how can I say préstamo?
Like withdrawing, but not withdrawing. He got, yeah, he withdrew a car. Not he withdrew, but he get the car for 24 hours. I mean, a very nice car, right? Because he complained.
Okay.
Yes, he got Volkswagen Golf GTI within 24 hours. He was everything for that was everything for him. And
Yes, but like a préstamo or
like a refund. For example, this word
okay.
refund, right?
Okay.
In Spanish we say devolución, right? Something like that, like yeah, to compensate the problem. But what did he get as a result complaining about his wife's fall during a vacation?
Breakfast, like breakfast.
Yeah, for example, when his wife had an accident, broke her leg when swimming in a puddle of water, right?
Yes,
He
but
got something.
free tickets. I think
Yes, right.
free tickets maybe
A,
because
yeah, a travel, a
she
refund
got
of cost.
she got
Yes, the free tickets, all the cost for a vacation, right? After his wife had a broken leg. Yeah, definitely. The last one is some old strawberries. But what did he get when he complained about the old strawberries?
she oh, bueno sorry um, this says that inspect the airline's catering facilities.
Mhm. His daughters were allowed to inspect personally the catering facilities, right? Catering meaning
Yes.
about food, right, about those kind of sentences. But I think that's it, Mikhail. I don't know if you have any questions. Those were the question, but according to the clip, hello, are you still in the car? Okay, Michaela, I don't know if you can.
I don't have question. Sorry, hear you well.
No worries. I don't know if you can check the poll.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow in the class. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions about the class or anything else.
Okay.
Yes, tomorrow. Okay, Michaela, bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Good night, Michaela. Thanks. Hello, good evening. How are you, Lucia? Hello, hello. Hello. I hope you can listen to me, Lucia. Hello, good evening.
Professor, can you hear me?
Yes, now, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, sorry. The connection here is so bad.
Okay. Well, today we're gonna work with an activity which is about, this is about a reading, but something interesting about some people who complains about everything, about a lot of things. By the way, this first part, can you read an answer, please?
Of course. The reading,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In your country, if people have a problem with something, they have both, or with the service in a store or restaurant, do they usually complain? If not, why not?
Mhm. What
Read
do
the
you say?
article The King of Complainers. Which of these adjectives or any others will you use to describe Cliff? Why?
Yeah, but not yet. Yeah, you're gonna do this. This question was for you. What do you say? Do you think in Bolivia or in our country or people complain about some services?
Yeah, here in Bolivia, I think it's something very usual. Um,
Yes.
and also, we have like institutions that we can help here. For example, um, for example, in the airplanes or something like that, Odeco can help us, or the consumer defenders can help us also, and also the social network can help us.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely it is. And the next one is, yeah, you have to read the article, The King of Complainers. But after reading, you're gonna check with some of those adjectives to Clive Zietman is the man who's the king of complainers.
All
Please
right.
read this.
The green one.
Hmm.
Okay.
Everything.
All right. Cliff Sidman loves complaining, but not shouting in hotel lobbies or angrily telling a salesperson to call the manager or making a waitress cry. He loves complaining properly and in writing. Over the last 20 years, he has written over 5,000 letters of a complaint. His successful include refunded vacations, countless free meals, and complimentary theater tickets.
Hmm.
Continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, how has he achieved this? Screaming and shouting is a complete waste of time, and is usually directed at a person who is not in a position to do anything. He says, I like to write a polite letter to the company. People won't want to help you if you are aggressive. They respond much better to to good manners. It
Hmm.
all started many years ago on a boring train trip home to West London. The train passed by a cookie factory, and the smell of the cookies uh, made Cliff feel hungry. He wrote a letter to the managing director to complain in a humorous way about the fumes coming through the train window. The result, some free packages of cookies. But since then, there have been more various victories as well. On one occasion, he managed to get a Volkswagen Golf within 24 hours for a friend who had been complaining for almost a year without any successful about any about his faulty vehicle. On another occasion, he got a travel agent to refund the cost of vacation after Cliff's wife, Bettina, broke her leg when she slept in a puddle of water in Spain.
Okay, still there, Lucia?
Professor?
Yeah, continue reading, please. We were here, right? In Spain.
Hello?
These days?
Professor? Now you can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God. Could you hear me, Professor?
Yes, perfectly. Now I can hear you.
Ah, yeah. 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 It's so bad here. But yeah. Yeah, and it says
These days?
I don't know where I
You were reading where
yeah
when Cliff's wife
sorry yeah
broke
I
her.
found it. These days there is almost nothing we would complain about. After Cliff was served moldy strawberries on a British Airways flight, he used a courier service to send the fruit to the airline chief's executive. To compensate BA, invited his daughters, Nina and Zoe, to head through the personality inspect their airline's catering facilities. I just can bear bad service, says Cliff. We have a right to good service and should expect it and demands it. In fact, what irritates me more than anything is that unlike Americans, we British are hopeless at complaining. So, how do Bettina, his wife, and daughters Nina, 22, Zoe, 18, and 12-year old soon Joe, cope with living with one of the world's biggest complainers? Certainly, he must be a nightmare to live with. Has he ever asked Bettina to explain why a meal she made is badly cooked? Oh no, of course not, says Cliff. It seems there is something even he knows you shouldn't complain about. I think it's
Mhm. Well, but after reading this, how can you call Cliff Siedman admirable, cheap, crazy, enthusiastic, obsessive? What do you think?
mm, for me it's so heavy to say that because sometimes could be a like obsessive,
Mhm.
but at the same time I think he's smart because all always when we pay for some service it's always to claim if we're going to claim something if it's not the standards that we ask is necessary to be to be smart to have a good strategies because if you're going to scream and shout in front of the people that are not the adequate or are not the managers or something like that we cannot have the proper answers or replies.
Mhm. Yes. Now, according to Cliff's complaints, what did he get as a result of complaining about, for example, the smell of cookies? Because it says that there was a train, right, going nearby a cookie factory. But what did he do, or what did he get because of the smell of cookies through the windows of the train?
Mm,
Or what?
he wrote a letter about the fumes of coming through the train window that makes the cookie, and the result was the free packages from for him.
Yes, because he wrote a letter to the managing director, right, to complain about,
Yeah.
but in a humorous way. Yes, and a friend's what what did he get as a result of complaining about a friend's faulty car? Faulty means that the car is not in, it's a broken car, right? It's not working properly.
Um, he get a Volkswagen Golf GTI within 24 hours.
Yes, that sounds like a nice car, right?
Yeah,
After
of course.
complaining, 24 hours only for his friend. And how about the next one? Also, what did he get as a result of complaining about his wife's fault during a vacation?
Mm, yeah, he got a travel agent to refund the cost of vacation.
Yes, the refund, I think some good money, right? And some, what did he get as a result of complaining about some old strawberries?
Mhm. He invited to her daughters the catering facilities.
Yes, after complaining that, I think the company offered his daughters to inspect personally the airline catering services, facilities,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and there are some the clips, top tips, completed tips with a heading from the list. For example, don't be too specific. I think it's in the other page. Just let me show you, please. Mhm. Yeah, over here. These are some tips. How to complain successfully. He has some tips. I think written in some place somewhere. But what did he say? For example, there is clips never never shout and swear. It achieves nothing. Don't spoil your meal. After reading this, the idea was to choose some of the titles or headlines for these small paragraphs. But this was here. Okay, probably he says something like, I'm sorry. Don't be too specific, right? These are the top advices from Clive Zietman. Don't be too specific. Don't lose your temper. Also in the readings that, right? You know who you are with, who you are writing to, and taking action. Read a letter. Use flattery. Something that is not very irritating, right? But what about the highlighted words? What do you understand by that? For example, over here we have, oh, we don't have highlighted words, sorry. But I think we have highlighted words. We're gonna check that before we finish with everything. No, not really. This one. For example, what is swear?
It's like say something very in a serious way. It's like yeah.
To promise that you're gonna do something, right?
Yeah, something that you are really sure that you have the truth.
Yes. And what about spoil? What do you understand by spoil?
It's sometimes a spoil is like the beginning or like scenes before something. For example, you have a series and you have spoilers. It's something that will happen in the future.
Yeah, but spoil is like ruin, right? Don't spoil your meal or your vacation by getting into an argument
Yeah,
with a.
in that way, it's like to I don't know if the correct word, the proper word is make a damage, but yeah, spoil is like
Yes, spoil, damage
yes,
your meal, right? What about
yes,
waste your time?
it's like uh do something uh unproductive or not useful for you with your
Yes,
time.
we call that nowadays. That's very common. It's
Procrastination.
procrastination. Yes, I don't know. I personally I do it and I feel very guilty when I waste my time. And
Yeah,
how
me
about
too.
right? That happens. What about make it clear?
To clarify,
Hesitate?
it's normally when someone says in a polite way to don't hesitate to do something, or if you have questions, don't hesitate. I know the correct translation is like no dudes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's hesitate, right? You're not sure. You are so unsure about your decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And over here it says, which two tips do you think are the most important?
The tips that he gave us.
Yes, for example, don't be too specific. Which two of them do you think he could say?
For me, it's like first one to do the things writing, because writing, I don't know, maybe it's because also my career or my profession is that um, things have like more weight or are more little when you write, because you can have like antecedent before that,
Yes.
or a recording before that, that is going to be so useful for your proofs. So it's really nice, and it's really necessary for that. And second one is I think is also to uh, try to contact or connect directly with the marketing directions or with the human resources directions, because are the people you cannot complain with the employee, you can complain with the authority or with the boss of that employee. I mean, that is the people that can help you in a efficient way.
Mhm. Yes, definitely. Those are uh, some important tips that we can get from Clip Siedman. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions, Lucia.
No, professor. By my side, I'm so sorry. I have really bad connections, problems,
No, no
issues.
worries.
I'm in a town with my work. We have to come to here to do a lot of job, and sometimes the internet and there's no light here. That's why I'm not open my
Yeah,
camera, but
that's the
I
problem.
try.
But
Yeah.
it's good. It was good. I think you did your best because I didn't have any problem listening to you. Everything was clear and good.
I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, Professor, to
Yeah.
understand me.
Okay. I don't know if you can see the poll, the survey.
Let me see. Yeah. Uh,
Okay, would you check that, please? And I don't know if you have any questions.
yeah, I already submit.
Thank you very much. Okay, Lucia, it was nice talking to you, and we're gonna see each other tomorrow in the class.
Of course. Thank you so much, Professor, for all your attention, and see you tomorrow.
Thanks to you. Okay, Lucia, have a good night.
Thank you so much. You too. Bye, Professor.
Bye, see you tomorrow. Bye.
See you.